Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please. I'm sure there'll be questions on Manchester City with the charges that I've gone against that football club. So obviously I'll answer any questions in regards to that, but I don't know too much information on it. I'm sure you lot in the comments will know more than me. But like I said, we're here, ManDem United podcast, back on another Monday. Please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. It is road to 6K. We're just one under 10 likes. So we're one. Oh no, we just hit double figures. So big up to you lot. Let's get up to 20 likes. Let's do that. Like check 1212. On top of that, make sure you share this across all of the socials, wherever you're active on the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever you're active on. Please share this to your socials, or you can go to my Twitter and Instagram at That's Be Flawless. Retweet a like from the Twitter, share from the gram. Same with the Sarcasm City TV socials as well. So please make sure you do that and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. We're at 5,202. We only need 3 more subscribers. 3 more subscribers. The aim by the end of the stream is 5,205. That's the first milestone we are looking for. I know there's at least 3 of you lot who have not subscribed to the channel, so hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. But get your questions in as well. C. Roy said it here earlier. He put City. So we'll see what's going on. I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions on Manchester City. Big up to Dennis, who said big up Flawless is let's all laugh at Manchester City. To be honest, this has happened to them before. I know it wasn't as many charges, but this has happened to them before. I don't expect them to get a points deduction or to be relegated. I can see a fine and I can see maybe a transfer ban. I'd love to be wrong and I hope they get relegated, but yeah, we'll see. Daredevil says, big up Flawless and everyone else. Love from the USA. A good, important and hard-fought win for us against Crystal Palace. We defended like warriors after going down to 10 men. Sparta FC. That we did, and I will be discussing, obviously, the Palace win and the title of this episode, which is Casemiro suspended for 3 matches. How big of a miss is he? I think he is a big miss. And now Leeds have sacked Jesse March. They might not have a new manager in for Wednesday, but they could have one in for Sunday. So I'll be discussing that. Steven says, big up Flawless, big up to you. Daredevil says, Casemiro is a big miss for us, but I'm still confident in my team that we can get wins and compete whether we win, lose, or draw. This is where Sabitzer comes in. Daredevil says, Lissandro was my man of the match on Saturday. Martinez is ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. Big up my G Murtaza every single time. Says big up. Said gonna be an interesting situation with City. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting situation with City. I think everybody is watching that closely. Like I said, I don't see them getting a points deduction or relegated. I can see a fine and or a transfer ban. We know what's gonna happen. City gonna lawyer up and get away with it. My thoughts exactly, Chris. My thoughts exactly. Mo says Martial has 2 Premier Leagues. We've beaten the top Reds, bro. What do you mean Martial has 2 Premier Leagues? I'm lost. What exactly are you talking about here, Mo? I'm lost. Big up. Good to see green usernames in the chat as well. If you are, if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the pinned comment as well, people. Like I said, and continue to get your questions in, continue to share this out across the socials. I know there would be more people there if Manchester United had dropped points against Crystal Palace, but I know the numbers are going to go up as always. People, sorry, I'm always working while I'm working. You lot already know this. That's why when you see me checking the phone more time, I'm promoting the show or partnering another show or something of that nature. Trying to grow the Sarcasm City TV brand, and we are growing. Like I say, it is road to 6K here. Get your questions in. Oh, that's what you're talking about. 2018 and 2021, we finished second. I don't want no league title like that, man. That's their league title. Forget all that. I don't want no league title like that. I'm good. I'm not with that type of it's gone. They won those league titles and that. Like that's all gone. I don't want no second-hand Premier League title. Nah. I'm not with it. It's not the same as I'm not with it at all. So nah. I'll leave that to you, Mo. I'm not sure how old you are. I know other United fans will celebrate it. I'm not counting that. They should just void it. Don't give it to anyone. Void it. That's what we're saying. Are you saying Ollie has a Prem too? That's what man is saying. Just void. If they do get found guilty and it's like that, just void it. Don't give any Premier League titles to us. Don't give any more to Liverpool. Like, who else finished second? Whether Chelsea finished second at some point, no. Nah, we're shameless. You shameless. If I said we're shameless, just give a medal to Tony and Pogba. We're calm. No, you're with that. I'm not with that. We deserve better. Says good omen that Leeds have sat their manager or interim manager bounce. Not a good omen. Very, 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 very bad omen. You never want to face a team with a new manager. Like, if I could have Jesse March still in charge for those 2 games, I will. We just seen what happened with the Everton Arsenal game. Sean Dyche, new manager bounce. And yes, we don't know who Leeds are going to get. We don't know if those players are going to suit what that new manager is trying to do. But one thing, the first home game against Manchester United, and you're the Leeds manager, the players are going to be bang up for it. The crowd's going to be bang up for it. And that would have been under Jesse March. That's a very difficult place to go. Like, the rivalry between us and Leeds is heated. I know some of you lot are younger in the chat and Leeds haven't been around like that. But that rivalry is very heated. You know what I'm saying? And because it's from a geographical standpoint as well, War of the Roses, Lancashire versus Yorkshire, Red Rose versus White Rose, all you have to do is Google this and all these things will pop up. Me being from Manchester, I know about these things. But, like, I don't think people understand the rivalry. And then you add in the new manager bounce. That's made that game even tougher now. The home game, not so much. The game on Wednesday, I'm like, yeah, we should be able to get by. But the game on Sunday, that makes that much tougher, depending who they go and get as well. Like, it really, really does. The same, not the same issues, but the same way Arsenal had issues against Everton, we could have issues against Leeds. Bear in mind, Casemiro is now missing. That's one thing I was going to talk about as well. Casemiro is now missing and he's suspended for 3 games. The only bright thing, the only positive to me in regards to him being suspended, a couple things. One, I think we can manage the 3 games without him. The back-to-back against Leeds and the home game against Leicester, I think we can manage. It's not like him missing the Arsenal game where he's a huge miss. So I think we can still get results. The second positive, he doesn't miss the Carabao Cup final at the end of the month. They're the 2 positives. And Casemiro got to be smarter than that. People can say there was a melee. More people should have got sent off. There needs to be consistencies. There needs to be consistency with refereeing and officiating. That is true. But once you put your hands on someone, you give the referee an excuse. You give the referee a reason. And I knew he was going to get sent off. As soon as the referee went over to VAR, I was on the watch. And I'm like, yeah, he's gone. He's going to get sent off. He doesn't stand, what's it called? He don't stand a prep. And that's what happened. And Casemiro has to be smarter than that. That's fully on him. People complain about poor refereeing. We know how poor the officials are in the Premier League, but still don't give them an excuse. Don't give them a reason to send you off. And that's what Casemiro did. That is 110% on Casemiro. And it almost cost us the game because we were 2-0 up and comfortable. We was 2-0 up and comfortable. Palace offered no threat. And then I believe he got sent off. It was before the 70th minute. And I said on the watch along, we need to get through the 70th to the 80th minute. We need to get through that next 10. Because if we don't and Palace score, we could be in trouble. What happened? Schlupp scored and now it's game on. Palace, the momentum is with them. You got to be smarter than that. And I'm a big Casemiro fan. He's been an absolute quality player. I believe he's our most important player. But we still have to be, I'm still going to be fair. I'm still going to be fair and not be blinded. And people were I seen people in the chat trying to blame Anthony. Seen people on socials trying to blame Anthony. Oh, Anthony started that. No, that is fully on Casemiro. Because if roles had reversed and Casemiro had been tackled and then he started the melee and then Anthony grabs Will Hughes like that or another Palace player and he gets sent off, nobody's blaming Casemiro. I don't pick and choose. I don't have favorites. I have players who I prefer and my favorite players. But when I say I don't have favorites in terms of that doesn't make me biased. I won't not call them out. I won't not criticize when they make a mistake. And that's on Casemiro. And it almost cost us. Fortunately enough, our defense managed to hold firm. And we got a very important win. And not for a Premier League title race, because we'll get into that as well. More so for momentum. Because that would have been just such a kick in the teeth and a bad start to such a busy month. Bear in mind, we got Leeds twice. Then we play Barcelona. Then it's Leicester. Then it's Barcelona. Then it's the Carabao Cup final. So that's how I'm looking at it. But yeah, Casemiro, he will be a big miss, but not as big of a miss as he was against Arsenal. Because like I said, we're playing Leeds twice. Even with a new manager bounce, going to a hostile environment at Ellen Road, we still should be able to beat him in that Sunday game. The game on Wednesday, I look at and say we still should be able to beat them without Casemiro, and Leicester, even though they beat Aston Villa, are not a good side. And I look at the Leicester game the exact same way. And Sabitzer is now going to get thrown in at the deep end, and I thought Sabitzer was good as well. But before we continue, just under 30 of you lot locked in. Let's get up to 20 likes. Like check 1212. You might move. You lot, I know it's Monday, moving slow on the likes. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that like button. 5 more. Let's get up to 20 likes. Have we got any new subscribers? We're only looking for 3 new subscribers. That is the subscriber check. We're only looking for 5,205. So let's bump up both of those things. If you want to be a part of the mod squad, let me know. That's just moderators who help with the chat. Let's bump up these likes. Yeah. 4 more, man. We moving slow out here. And no new subscribers. Come on. Let's pattern this up. Let's do this expeditiously. Where are we at? Let's see. Bro, when you deep it, it's mad what City have done. You know, it's time this time they can't appeal it. Why can't they appeal it nonchalant? Why can't they? Leeds hate us. Absolutely. King Manny, absolutely. And we hate them. This is a fact. Teams will set traps. We need to be smart enough to sidestep them. What do you mean by this? We deserve better. Leeds getting Armas as interim as well, ex-Ragnick assistants. Yeah, man, Taza told me this in, what's it called? He mentioned this in the group chat. I have no concerns with Leeds at OT. Ellen Road is another mile. You'd ever been there flawless. This is what I was just saying before I even seen this comment. Yeah, no concerns really with Leeds at Old Trafford. Ellen Road is a whole different case. I know I've never been. I'd love to go though. But getting a ticket to Leeds away is tough. But I would love to go Leeds away. That shit would be popping. The United versus Leeds rivalry is a deep war of the roses, and that I learned that in history when I came to this country early in high school. Exactly, they teach it in schools. I got taught it in school. Obviously, I knew about it, but they taught it in schools. Ellen Road is going to be a madness. Big up to RJ in the cut. Chris says the Leeds versus United rivalry is a lot deeper for Leeds than United, a relevant little club. Yeah, because we're their biggest rivals, but it still matters. They're 4th on my up list. I can't stand Leeds. Even though they've not been here, I can't stand them. Yes, tap up the like button. Let's do so. All right, we've hit 20 likes. Let's go to 30 likes. Let's go to 30 likes. What we doing? Let's get up to 30 likes, people. And subscribe if you're new as well. And share this across the socials as well. Let's do these things. What's going on, people? 100 ways. Yo, just drop if you want to be a part of the mod squad. Yeah, just drop me your in the chat or drop me a message on Instagram. Either go to my last post on Instagram, which is about this show, or just DM me. Yeah, you can join because you're here on a regular. Big up JB says, big up Flawless from India. Big up, man. Ollie has won us the league. No, he hasn't. But big up to you, man. Big up to you. Yeah, Casemiro's a miss. And it's silly. He didn't need to do that. I have a weekend team on Wednesday, but Sunday be hard, especially the Mason news. They'll be screaming what he did and make it an even harder game. The players won't care about the Mason Greenwood chance. They will not affect them. There'll be chance a lot worse than that. And plus, players are used to it. This isn't nothing new. Unless you're a youngster, maybe a Garnacho. Like if I'm trying to think, he's the only player who's gonna see the pitch who's a youngster who's not like that. He has heard it all. Varane's heard it all. Martinez is battle tested. Shaw has heard it all. Wan-Bissaka's heard it all. Fred's heard it all. Sabitzer's it has that dog in him. Bruno's heard it all. Anthony's another one. You know what I'm saying? Them can't go back ballers, as Eddie calls them. Rashford's heard it all. Weghorst will be fine. Ten Hag will be fine. Like, chance ain't nothing. Players are used to it. It's every week. This is regular. That'll be all right. It might get to a youngster, but that's it. But them senior pros, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. They've played in hostile environments. RJ says Leeds played yesterday, so they might be a bit tired on Wednesday. That's a fair point. Fair point. Then it says, I swear Leeds have a rivalry with Chelsea. Is that why you are cool with Lewis Flawless? Yes, they do have they have a deep-heated rivalry with Chelsea, Leeds United too. And I believe it goes back to an old cup final or something like that. Somebody in the chat will know about that. One of the Chelsea dons will know about that. But yeah, why I'm cool with Lewis, one, because that's my guy anyway. He helps me out tremendously and still continues to with my channel, number one. But number two, that's one thing that we got on a lot. We get on well because we were both just we were both just what's it called, crashing on Arsenal. Like that's exactly what me and like when me and Lewis started first streaming together, we were just crashing on Arsenal consistently, crashing on Arsenal, and we just became cool after that. And that's one thing as well with Chelsea, we have all the same ups. If you look at Manchester United ups and you look at Chelsea ups, we have all the same ups. Bar Spurs. I'm saying we both hate Arsenal, we both hate Leeds, we both hate Manchester City because they have the whole match with the Champions League final. Who else? Both hate Liverpool, obviously with the whole Mourinho when he was at Chelsea. So we have all the same ups. Only Spurs that we don't mind that they dislike a lot. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So that's where that stems from. That's exactly where that stems from. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, see, Leeds fans, yeah, the players are used to the hostile environment. Big on my guy Dan Sillyman in the building, says big miss, bro, but man like Sabitzer is here. Yeah, absolutely. I would want to see Casemiro and Sabitzer together. But again, we should be able to, we thought, this is what I'll say, we are capable of getting past Leeds twice, definitely, and beating Leicester. According to, what is that? Basically, that's an Italian newspaper. I can't pronounce that. United will submit an offer of 107 million to Napoli for striker Victor Osimhen. I don't want to spend 100 plus million on anybody. That's just me personally. And that's not because I don't rate Osimhen. I do. I just don't think any player is worth that. I don't want to spend 100 million on any player not called Kylian Mbappe. I just don't think any player is worth that. But that's just my personal opinion. With the teams we're playing, I think we will be okay without Casemiro. We'll also give him a rest. That is the bonus. That's what I said, Star-Lord, before you got here. It gives him a rest before the cup final, and it gives him a rest before the Barcelona ties as well. So I believe it's Leeds, Barcelona, Leicester, Barcelona, cup final. So, and that's in a short space. That is in a short space of time. Absolutely. Yo, 30 likes. What's going on? How we 6 short? You lot are slow off the like check today. I know it's Monday and that like check. Let's pop this up to 30 likes. What's going on? What is happening? Don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. And I will try and get to all the comments I can, but to make sure I actually get to your comment, if you super chat, I will directly get to whatever you're asking about, even if it is non-Manchester United. What's going on here? Let's see. Yeah, subscribers, man. We're still 3 short. Still 3 short on the subscriber check. What is going on? Daddy says, big up to Lewis every single time. Dan says, I think they'll slap a fat bid for Mbappe, you know. Who? Manchester United? What makes you say that, then? JB says, what about Jude? Do you think he's worth 100 M's? No, I don't think there's any player on the planet worth 100 million apart from Kylian Mbappe. And when I say that, because his age is right. Because anyone else you're spending 100 million pound on is 28, 29, day one. It's like coming to the prime of their year or last stages of their career. So, yeah, that's the only player I would be comfortable seeing my team spend 100 million on is Kylian Mbappe. That's it. I don't think Osimhen is worth 100 million. No. Chris says 100 million becoming a new 70 million. You know, Mbappe is probably 200 million plus. Yeah, I wouldn't say all that, but in regards to 100 million becoming a new 70 million, I agree with that. And Mbappe probably is worth 200 million plus. But if he was leaving, if they're not selling him willingly, that's because he wants to go. So then the buying side is negotiating from a position of power because PSG have an unhappy player on their hands. Flawless for the Barca game. Would you start Sabitzer or Fred? I'd start both of them alongside Casemiro. I'd go with the Manchester City lineup, but instead of Eriksen, Sabitzer. So De Gea and goal. If Dalot's fit, you play Dalot. If not, Wan-Bissaka. But I would play Dalot. He needs to start game back. Hopefully Dalot plays against Leeds on Wednesday. I'd go Malacia because whether it's Rafinha or I just want someone with more athleticism. Martinez is injured, plus on top of not injured, he's suspended. So I would play Malacia at left back. I'd play Luke Shaw as the left-sided centre back, and then Varane as the other centre back. And then my midfield 3 would be Casemiro, Fred, and Sabitzer. Then I play Bruno from the right. I play Rashford from the left, and I play Weghorst up top. That's what I would do. Or even if Martial's fit and we can get 45 minutes out of him, I play him for 45 minutes and then play Weghorst. That's what I would do. So yeah, to answer your question, both of them. I play both. Dan says when new owners come in, they probably want to make a big statement signing in it. And new owners coming in, Dan. I am not convinced. Everybody's convinced on that. I am not convinced. Star-Lord says Manchester City, aka Cooking the Bucks FC, and Liverpool, aka Steal Your Wheels FC, eras coming to an end is a beautiful thing. Hey, Ten Hag was spitting when he said that. I looked at him funny when he said that. Like, but it seems that way. However, like I said, I don't see anything major happen to Manchester City. I see a fine and or a transfer ban. I don't see a points deduction. I don't see relegation. I don't see them being stripped of titles either. They'll lawyer up, man. They'll go get Proctor, Davis McLean, and they'll be calm. That's what I would say. JB says, imagine Rashi and Mbappe cooking together. Wow, what a sight it will be. We can hope. I'm saying it's a hell of a dream. Will it happen? No, but hey, JB, if you want a dream, I'm all for it, man. Everyone knows how like my thoughts on Mbappe. Cold. Absolutely ridiculously cold. I'm a big fan of Kylian Mbappe. Big fan. Dan says, man saw Alex Tellers' name today. Who else forgot about him? Yeah, I did forget about him. I'm not going to lie. I did forget about him. So he'll be moved on. And that's the one thing, we have players to move on to help generate funds on top of funds we already have for the summer window. I'm all for that. And we have gone over 30 likes. 10 more. Let's get up to 40 likes, people. Let's get up to 40 likes. 40. Let's do so. Subscribe, check as well. Subscribe if you're new. I know everybody here is not subscribed. So hit the subscribe button. We're only looking for 3 new subscribers during the stream. That's it. 3 new subscribers. That is all we are looking for. Just refreshing the screen right now. Still none. 3 new subscribers. That's all we're looking for. See, we'll just send in their Rockwilers. Yeah, exactly. That'll be fine. What a great few days. Liverpool, City, Leeds, Arsenal mudded this week. I love it. Inject it into my veins. I'm with you on this, Ed. I am with you. Star-Lord says, I see points deduction. I hope you're right, but I personally don't see it. Can't lie, Manchester United have made mad, unexpected signings over the years. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. That is true, Dan. But I just don't see these new owners being here by the summer. I don't. That's just my personal opinion on it. I want to be wrong. I want new owners today. But there's just pure rumors and nothing concrete. No official bid has been made. There's probably talks going on, but same with Liverpool, talks going on. Me and Ryan was debating this in the Shameless FC group chat yesterday. He's talking about, there's been talks, but I'm like, there's been no official bid made. What are we talking about? 0 official bids made. Sancho can also come on as a 10. RJ, are you talking about in general there? Or were you talking about the Barcelona game? What were you talking about in particular? But thanks for reminding me about Sancho. Come and speak on that. Dan says, I'm a great free burner accounts and subscribe. Hey, I'm with it, man. Just make sure you hit the like button on all 3 of them things. Haaland seems useless if he doesn't score. Mbappe can change the game by himself like the World Cup final. Haaland cold. Like City got other problems. And Mbappe, best players in the world. Hey, big up to Malcolm in the cut as well. Big up. Ed says, I think summer is the earliest new owners come in. I believe so too. I just don't see it happening. Star-Lord says it's the second time they've been charged. Last time was a fine and a transfer ban. This time the FA will come down hard on them, and hopefully, I don't see, again, you lot have more faith in this FA than I do. I don't see it happening whatsoever. I really, really don't. Chris says, I think Sancho at the 10 would be risky against Barca. Yeah, you don't do it against Barcelona. That's why I asked. I presume he's just talking in general. This is why when I got asked just before about who do I play Sabitzer or Fred against Barcelona, or I play all 3. 100% I play all 3. That's what I would do. Go set up like that Manchester City. Thoughts on Jesse March getting sacked? Not good for us. That's what I would say, Malcolm. Not good for us. You don't want to play a team with a new manager. It just makes it tougher. Can Manchester United still win that game? Absolutely. But like I said before you got here, Malcolm, that place is going to be rocking. That place is going to be absolutely rocking. And now they've got added incentive of a new manager bounce. That rivalry is heated as it is for those that don't know. Like Leeds, Manchester United is a deep heated rivalry. I'm not trying to see them with a new manager. It just makes this game, a tough game, even tougher now. So obstacles we don't have to, we didn't have to, what's it called? You know what I'm saying? We didn't need. So it's unfortunate. I'd rather Jesse March be there for them 2 games and then get sacked. That's what I would ideally want. That being said, over 45 of you lot locked in. Let's get up to 40 likes. We're 4 short. Let's get up to 40 likes. We are 4 short. Oh, yeah, and everyone as well. I don't know. Everyone's been unbanned on the channel. So, yeah, there's been a couple reoffenders. That's it. But everybody who was blocked and banned on the channel has now been let out of the jail. But yeah, everyone's free. But if you talk rubbish, you will get blocked again. RJ says Sancho can cover our midfield options while Casemiro is out in the Premier League. Not really, because they don't play the same role. Our 6s/8s are Fred, Sabitzer, McTominay, Casemiro. That's the 4 in terms of senior players who can play there. Ericsson, we know, is out. Casemiro is now suspended. I believe McTominay is injured as well. So that leaves us with just Fred and Sabitzer, which is not good and it's not ideal. And it's why I don't think we're in a title race, but we're going to get into that. We check these likes as well. Because new people have just joined. All right, big up to you lot. And we're now cooking. We're now at 42 likes, 8 more. Let's get up to 50 likes, people. Let's get up to 50 likes. Let's do so, because there's over 50 of you lot locked in. Again, and I know some of you lot are new. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. There we go. We've had 1 new subscriber. We're looking for 2 more. Big up to Z as well. I don't care. Man, I'm still talking about Ollie. I don't care. I know Bruno is divisive, but he has huge work rate at 10. Don't know if Sancho has that in him. That's why I wouldn't play Bruno or Sancho at 10 against Barca. I'd play Bruno out wide, and I'd play 3 midfielders. That's what I would do. Yeah. I'm not scared of Leeds with or without a new manager. They only know how to play one way against us. Open their legs. LOL. Pause. It's not a question of being scared. I'm not scared of Leeds, no, because I don't think Leeds are a good side. I said it makes a game. It's not going to be an easy game. We are not going to go there and win 3-4, 5-0. They're going to be bang up for that game. That's going to be a tough match. And now it's been made even tougher, depending on who. Even with a new manager, it's tougher. But if they go get a new manager of some form of caliber, then it makes it even tougher. Very similar to Aston Villa. The same way we got beat by Aston Villa. And if we have an off day, which could happen, it makes it just tougher. That's all I'm saying. Stop saying rocking, making me worried away versus Leeds. Don't be worried. Just be worried is not the correct word. But what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not scared. It's just looking at it objectively. I can take myself out of being a Manchester United fan and look at the game objectively without Manchester United glasses on and go, this is a tough game. Leeds away is always going to be a tough game regardless. We're not going to go there and walk through them. Bear in mind, we have players missing. Bear in mind, like I said, the place is going to be rocking. People are acting like we can't drop points. That's the crazy part. Like, we're not that level of invincible. As good as we are. Who would you rest? Who would you rest players against Leeds? I rest Shaw and play Martinez at CDM. No, I wouldn't rest them. For the away game or the home game? Which game are you talking about, Mohammed? Because we played him twice. Hey, big on my guy Jez in the cut every single time. Chris says, Ellen Road is a difficult stadium. Leeds been playing good but losing. Add a new manager and no Casemiro banana skin. Yeah, we're not at that level of invincibility where I go, yeah, we win this regardless. Even though I'm still predicting 2 wins. Why has my Zoom just gone on? What is going on here? We do this. My thing just zoomed in. What the hell? What is happening? Go back to normal, man. The frig? What's happening? Sorry, people. Laptop just having a mind of its own. Are we back? The frig? The hell? Laptop playing up. Anyway, you lot can still hear me. Anyway, let's bump up the likes. You know what I'm saying? Let's bump up the likes. For some reason, my laptop decided to just have a mind of its own for a second. I don't know what was going on. But we move. Continue to get your Manchester United questions in as well. Big up to Emma in the chat. Good to see you in the chat. Says, why it's Leeds? We already got the 6 points. I disagree with this. I don't think it'll be that easy. No. We got Leeds Wednesday at home and away Sunday. We should bag 6 points, says Nick. Yeah, we should. Doesn't mean we will. The home game goes strong against Leeds, Barcelona, then rest against Leicester. We played Leeds twice, Mohammed. We played them Wednesday and Sunday. So they're the next two. Manchester United are aiming to sell Martial in this summer amid plans to sign a new striker. It's rightfully so. It's rightfully so. Yeah, my laptop on one, man. Martial has to go. He has to. Like, you know me, anyone who's watched me for any period of time, I've spoken of Martial. Talented, yes, but can't stay fit. So what use are you? The fact is that we should have been proactive and not reactive. This should have happened in the summer. We know Martial's issues. And forget, not even when I say this should have happened in the summer, I'm not even talking about selling him. I'm talking about bringing in new strikers. We need 3 strikers. I've said this. Weghorst is not here permanently. He wasn't here at the start of the season. Ronaldo's not good enough and shouldn't have been here anyway. Martial is injury prone. So why do we not go and get at least 2 strikers in the summer? And don't tell me, oh, there's no strikers in the market, blah, 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 and all this nonsense. Like, yes, there is. That's why we went and got Weghorst as soon as, like, in January. That's why we went and got Sabitzer. Players are out there. Just that Manchester United prefer to be proactive and not reactive. No, prefer to be reactive and not proactive. That's what the issue is. Ridiculous. And that's what annoys me so much, because us being on the front foot in terms of like planning can help us get like the extra 6 to 9, 12 points a season. So dumb. You know what I'm saying? And that's what annoys me so much. And then fans will say, oh, there's nobody in the market. Nonsense. You're not trying to find a partner. You're not trying to find a wife. That's tough. I'm saying all you're trying to do is find a couple strikers who can play for Manchester United. Trying to locate a couple of players who can play midfield for Manchester United. Like, it's so easy. And Manchester United have all the resources possible. We spend millions upon millions of pounds a year on our recruitment and scouting department and people in these positions to go and locate and find these players. And we've seen we can do business. If Eriksen don't get injured, we don't sign Sabitzer. Why was Sabitzer not signed January 1st? Why was it the 31st of January or the 30th or whenever it was? Sabitzer should have been signed 1st of January. Because then if Sabitzer signed 1st of January, he might then play against Reading. And Eriksen might still be fit now. I mean, not only do we have Sabitzer, we'd have Eriksen as an option, you'd have Casemiro as an option, you have Fred as an option as well. All of a sudden, you're helping Ten Hag. Because he's cooking up a storm, and these are not his ingredients. And this guy keeps putting together gourmet meals, 6-star meals, and these ain't his ingredients. I'm saying this ain't his food. That's not his Dutch pot. Big up everyone who knows about the Dutch pot and that. Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? That's not his seasonings on there on the rack, and he's still cooking up a storm. So, because if we go again in the summer, we can still do something this season. But if we fall short, yes, will I look at Ten Hag? Will I look at the players? But I'm looking at the board as well. Like, yo, you lot fucked us over. Because we're on for a treble. We could clean up cups. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Europa League. Imagine we had an extra striker alongside Weghorst here. Imagine we had an extra midfielder alongside Sabitzer. How much better our team would be. But yeah. Yeah, King Manny. Yeah, Martial, my guy too. But yeah, man, it's like, and that's why I don't defend him anymore. It's a wrap. Would you keep Martial as a squad player? No, I don't even think he's fit enough to do that. I don't even think he's fit enough to do that. That's a big issue in itself. Yeah, 50 of you lot locked in. Big up, big up. How many likes are we at? We at 47. 3 more. Let's get us to 50 likes. Let's get us over 50 likes. So let's get up to 50 likes, I should say. There's just over 50 of you lot locked in. And we're still looking for 2 new subscribers. I know 100% everyone who's locked in has not hit the subscribe button. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Nick says, the only player I want at Man United to replace Martial if he's going to be sold is Ivan Toney. I want Ivan Toney, but that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan. Ivan Toney's the one striker I genuinely want, but that's not enough in terms of quantity. We still need, it should be Ivan Toney, Weghorst, and somebody else. Go bolster the squad properly. Which 2 are you going to get for cheap prices? We need quality, not quantity. I want Osherman or Kane. Go and locate them. There's strikers out there who don't cost 70, 80, 90, 100 million who can do a job. 100%. Especially second choice. Especially the second choice. So, yeah, which 2 are you going to get? I don't know, but it's not my job to know. But you know whose job it is to know? Our scouting department. Sell Martial by Osherman, Sesko, and Weghorst. That cost a lot. That would cost a lot. Thoughts on the City news, flawless. They'll get off. That's my thoughts on it, on the City news. They'll get off. I don't think anything major will happen. I don't think anything major will happen. Are you talking about me? Did you call my analogies corny? Are you talking about me, Taza? The fact I read this in your voice makes me laugh. I don't even know if he's talking about me. I don't, but big up to Taza. I don't trust our squad depth. I think we should give up on one of the cups. It will kill our squad with fatigue and injuries. Which cup competition would you sacrifice? None of them. No. No, I wouldn't sacrifice any cup. Absolutely not. That's just me. Again, me and we was on Unfiltered podcast, and Andy Tate was saying this, and it's facts though. I have to put that into I have to put it like that, Taza. Man call me a cornball, you know, sure, man. But yeah, as I was saying, I wouldn't sacrifice any of them. We got the cup final in the Carabao Cup, and then we got one game in March in the FA Cup. Let me actually check the schedule of the FA Cup. Because I don't think the FA Cup is that strenuous as the way people are making out. Europa League is the one. The Europa League is the one. Let's go. Let me see. FA Cup schedule. Let me have a look at this. While I do so, have we hit 50 likes? Yes, we've gone over 50. All right, let's get up to 60 likes. 10 more people. 10 more. Have we even got a new subscriber? Let me refresh that screen while I do these. Get these FA Cup dates as well. All right, let's see what's what. FA Cup dates. FA Cup dates. I know 1st of March is the 5th round against... Yeah, the 5th round against West Ham. And then it's 3 games. It's 3 games. It's the Saturday, the 18th of March is the quarterfinal. And then it'd be the 22nd of April for the semi-final if we make it. And then the final, if we make it, is the 3rd of June. That's it. I'm saying, hey, big up the legend. I just mentioned him as well, man. Man like Andy Tate in the building. Big up, pal. Hey, big up. Hey, you lot, all go subscribe to the legend that is Andy Tate. Legend. You know what I'm saying? In this content creator thing. A legend. Go and support. You can catch him every Sunday on Saeed's channel with Double A, myself, and of course, Saeed. You know what I'm saying? But go subscribe to his channel, man. Big up to Andy Tate. And you've seen him on here before. He dropped in on a Q&A a few days ago. So yeah, big up the legend that is Andy Tate. Big up the legend every single time. Where else we at? Get me Ivan Toney, Osherman could be the New York and Cole. You lot are playing FIFA. You think we're getting Ivan Toney and Osherman. I think it's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Big up Taza in the cut as well. Let's see. Yes. Hey, see, man, in the building, man. I was just mentioning Unfiltered Podcast. My guy, Double A, in the building as well. Yes, my brother. Again, go subscribe to the channel Talking Kit, especially if you're a fan of, if you're a fan of like football kits and stuff like that. Go check out. Best channel to go to. Best channel to go to. I got you, Andy. 1 second. I got you. 1 second. Bear with me. I'll send it over to you now. 1 second. 1 sec. Same to you, Double A. If you're about, feel free. I'll send you the link. Let me know. Let me know. Hey, big up Jez as well in the cut as always. Let's see. The squad is gonna get burnt out still. So be it if the squad gets burnt out. It's one game. If the squad can't handle a Carabao Cup final, and it's 5 matches in terms of the cup, the domestic cups. It's 5 matches. It's 5 matches on top of that. I mean, and then you got the Europa League, which is long. Hey, Z, hey, we disagree in it. Here's what it is, isn't it? Of course we disagree. That's you. You always going to disagree with me. But yeah, it is what it is. That's all in it. We'll have to agree to disagree on that. If you want to throw away a cup in it. I'm not with that. I don't subscribe to that whatsoever. That's just me, though. Literally sending out that link now as we speak. Yeah, I got you, man. Give me 1 second. While we do that, let's bump up the likes as well. Subscribers. Still looking for 2 new subscribers, you lot. Only looking for 2 new subscribers. Told you lot, man. I'm always working while I'm working. Always working while I'm working. Yeah, I just dropped you, man, the link as well. I just dropped the link in the chat, in the group chat. Where we at? If somehow City get relegated, which player of theirs would you want? I want Foden just to spite them. Nah, give me Haaland. Give me Haaland. 110%. Give me Haaland. I'll take Haaland. Yeah, Haaland. That's who I'm taking off the top of my head. It is. And Jez, you right. Sarcasm City really is the multiverse, man. Like, you never know who's going to drop in. And see, look, Taza says flawless. We might as well be playing FIFA when we get Dubai. Put the money up. Put the money hype. This old negative. Yeah, yo, because I keep it real. That's what it is. I ain't dampening your mood. And like I say, legend in the building in this content creator space. One of the first guys to go viral. One of the first people I watched. You know what I'm saying? I knew him before he knew me. So it's great to not only be on a weekly show with him, but to have him drop on the channel on a regular basis as well. Andy Tate is in the building. Yes, Andy, how you doing, man?
Okay, mate. Okay, just got back from Munich Memorial, mate.
Oh, how was it? Good.
Yeah, it's all right. Got some special that we're giving out. Thingies, flowers of remembrance, flowers of Manchester. Quite emotional day for a lot of United fans, including my old man. And it's Senag was there, Harry Maguire. It was quite respectable today. It was quite a good turnout for the 65th anniversary.
Love that. Love that it was. 100%. Love that. And big up to Ryan as well, who says, bro, you're one of my favorite footy content providers. Truly appreciate you. Big up, man. Love for that. And yeah, and Dennis here says, big up Andy Tate as well. Yeah, man. Legend in the house. Big up Andy. Yeah, man. You man make sure you give Andy his flowers as well. So yeah, Andy, we'll start. You lot get any questions in that you have for me and Andy? Just keep them Manchester United related.
What did you think of today? What have you made of today? This is mad, this, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you the same question in regards to it. Personally, yes, it's 100 charges. I don't see them getting relegated. I don't see them getting any points deduction. But I can just see them. To me, I think they'll get a big fine or a transfer ban. That's what I think will happen. What you say? What do you think will happen?
Look at you, Juventus.
True. I think he's froze.
15.
Yeah, Andy, you're freezing.
Freezing. We all right?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. Go
Juventus have been done twice in 15 years. There's a points deduction this year. I think there's a further one. And previously, they were relegated to Serie B, and they had titles stripped off them and awarded to. Inter Milan was awarded the 2009 Serie A.
Oh, did they? Okay,
and they won it in 2010 as well. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility, but they'll get away with it. It's what they do, innit? They've got more leaks than the Titanic. So it's very enjoyable today to see them squirm. But it's they got the finest, they got the money talks, mate. Like I say, the whole football world is corrupt. You know it is.
Absolutely, we know that.
Absolutely. As you say, because United nearly destroyed with the Super League, but I did see City trying to back out of it. They wanted in as well. So it goes around, comes around, mate. But if this is true, if allegedly, I would say, deduct him, relegate him, transfer ban, throw whatever you can at him. Strip him of the honours, but I don't want him. Don't award him to anybody. Just strip him of the titles. Yeah. I don't want to be a cheap second. Yes. You know what I mean? Just Liverpool don't want him. Mind you, Liverpool would take him, wouldn't they?
Yeah, of course Liverpool would.
But just strip him. Just strip him. Nobody gets anything. Transfer embargo. I don't know. Transfer ban. Relegation, where'd you start? All I say, it's all allegedly flawless. So you don't know where this is going to go, and this will drag on. This will drag on into next season.
Yeah, absolutely.
City are watertight. They've got the lawyers on it now, so we don't know what's going to happen with them today. And it Leeds sacked the manager as well.
Yeah. Yes, Jesse March has gone. That's what I was going to get your thoughts on. Jesse March is now gone. So the guy who's currently in charge of them was the assistant to Ragnick for us. I can't remember his name. The chat will let me know. But yeah, he's now. But I don't know who know who their rumors are. Yeah. That's talk about storylines.
That is weird. That Ragnick's number 2 coming back to Old Trafford. Jesus. You won't know what to do. I mean, this is a big week now for United. Big week. We could potentially be second. Well, let's say 8 points off, 5 points off the top, joint top. You know what I mean? You don't know where we can go. I'm just so excited for this. Is a big week of football for United. And we win these next 2 league matches. Who says we can't be second come Sunday evening?
We could be second come Sunday evening. Yes, absolutely. Because I'm looking here now, like at the table. Yeah, because we're currently sat in third. We've played a game more than Arsenal, but we're 8 points behind them. So obviously, if we beat Leeds, that will cut that to 5 points. That's what that would. And then let me actually have a look and see who's playing what. And then Arsenal play Brentford on Saturday. Manchester City have Villa on Sunday. So yeah, but we obviously play Leeds away before Manchester City play Villa.
Yeah, so we could be second.
We could be second. We could be 3 points clear of Manchester City, having played at that point 2 games more. That's what that is. Having played 2 games.
It's what it is. But I'd rather be in that position.
Absolutely.
Other people say I would rather have the games in hand than the points on the board. I'd rather have the points on the board.
Give me the points on the board.
Because one of Arsenal's game in hand is City. So what they do to each other could benefit us in the top 4 race. Anything else, like we say, we don't flirt. We don't get ahead of ourselves like we said last night.
Absolutely. We don't get ahead of ourselves.
But if something becomes of it, let's just have some experience and use it in experience if nothing happens and use it for next season. Yeah. One thing I will say today, the United fans at the end, they sung the Flowers of Manchester and We'll Never Die. And Eric Ten Hag, you should have seen a smile on his face. Absolute smile. It was beautiful. Pride, determination. We're going in the right direction. Like I say, we are pissing people off. And even this new agenda, like I say, they'll still come after us, even though with all this Man City stuff.
Absolutely.
They'll still come after us. Like Gabriel Bonlahor, he should be arrested. He should be arrested. He come out of the pound shop and strangled my... It's stupid, honestly.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
It's poor radio. It's poor radio punditry, mate. You'll say anything just to get the clicks. Like I say, that's why I don't listen to it anymore. I just seen a clip of it, and it's look. You were a crap footballer. You didn't achieve nothing on the pitch. You got visions of 2010 when you lost the League Cup final, and you wake up in middle at night getting smashed by Vidic like you're back in Nam, fucking sweating, and you're still shaking because you didn't win the League Cup. So fuck off.
Facts. You lot continue to bump up the likes as well. Legend Andy Tate in the building. We're too short of 60 likes. Continue to get your questions in. I asked you about this, even though we did speak on it yesterday. Obviously, Casemiro, you mentioned it there with Gabriel Bonlahor talking about it. How big of a miss do you think he is? Bear in mind, he's going to miss the back-to-back games against Leeds and the Leicester City game as well.
I don't think he'll be missed. He will be missed, but we've got enough. We've got Sabitzer to come in and all that as well. So I think we've got the cover to play. We've got the players. Let's just get the result done Wednesday. And like I say, this rest is technically it's a rest in it as well. So he'll rest and he'll get a week to prepare for Barcelona. He's got 10 days, and they'll all be ready. He'll be fresh. Because say we go to Nou Camp. Then we say we've got Leeds twice. Then Nou Camp? Leicester, back at Old Trafford, then the League Cup final.
So yeah, it's Leeds at home, Leeds away. Then it's Leeds at home, Leeds away. Then Barcelona away. Then Leicester at home. Then Barcelona at home. Then the League Cup final. That's our month. Jesus, that's a stacked month. Yeah, that's what that is.
Like you say now as well. Before I caught the end of what you were saying. The FA Cup is only 3 more games. We're in the 5th round. The domestic cups, mate, could be really good to us this year.
Absolutely. Go do the domestic double. Yes.
Europe's a different kettle of fish. Could we do it? Could we do it? I don't know. A cup treble, but you could throw everything in. The top 4 is the main priority. And if you had a better chance, if your options are both open, you still take the top 4 over it. Because if you get into a final, imagine we fell out at the top 4, we finished 5th. And we're still in the final. It's like, wow. Could we blow it again? That's the thing.
What I would say is with the Europa League, it's not like the Champions League. Why I think we can navigate the Europa League, it's the opposition. I don't think to Barcelona, yes, we need to be at our strongest and have our best team out there. When I look at the other teams in the Europa League, I don't think we need to be our absolute best. I don't think we need to play our best team to navigate some of these sides. Like I'm looking here, like
Juve's in it, Atletico, Ajax, Inter.
Atletico went out. They finished bottom of their group.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
You got Arsenal as well.
Arsenal is the one I look at and go, yeah, Arsenal will be tough against us. But even now,
I would love to get them in next round. Maybe settle a score with that. Yeah,
like definitely. I'm looking here, Salzburg, Roma, Ajax. We know all about their issues. Union Berlin are going well. You got Shakhtar Donetsk, Rennes, Sevilla, PSG, Sporting, Midtjylland, Juventus. We know about their issues. You got Nantes, Leverkusen, Monaco. So, like, I look at these teams. And
the only thing I would worry is Roma.
What, with Mourinho?
Yeah, definitely. Because Roma, I've got something about him. And I know they're chasing top 4 this season. You never underestimate Jose Mourinho. But, like I say, from the rest of that, mate, you won't fear anybody, really, would you?
There's no one there you look at and go, I really don't want to play Rennes. I really don't want to play Ajax. Not that we can't lose, but I'm saying there's no juggernaut. There's no PSG or Real Madrid. This isn't Champions League competition where you go, all right. In an ideal world, you're not really trying to see a Real Madrid or a PSG or a Bayern Munich. Like, yeah, Roma wouldn't be easy, but I'd fancy our chances against any of these sides, and even the winners of the group, because obviously this is the knockout time. But even the teams
you got Sociedad as well, aren't you? As well,
yeah, Sociedad who topped our group. Look at like we should have beat Sociedad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think if we play Sociedad again, we'll knock Sociedad out over 2 legs. That's just me, though. That's just my opinion on it. So that's why I keep talking about all these trophies. And what a season that would be if we managed to pick up both domestic cups and the Europa League. If we were managed to do a treble, what that does for Ten Hag, what that does for the team, what that does for the manager. I mean, what that does for the players, and what that does for all the players, and what that does for us as fans. And also going into negotiations. Yeah, go on, Andy.
To be fair to Liverpool, they did do it in 2002. Yes. They finished top 4. I think they finished 3rd or 4th, and they've done a cup treble. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility to achieve it.
Facts.
But you have to have immense luck, fit, injury-free, no bookings and all that. But it's how many games did Liverpool play in that season? You're talking.
Yeah, they played a lot.
It's like a 70 max plus season, isn't it?
Well, they played a hell of a lot. They did. But again, Roy Keane made that point when he was speaking to Ten Hag, not the last game, it was the game before that, and said, you want a busy schedule because that means you are competing on all fronts. The players don't want to train, they want to play. The fact that we got so many games in February is crazy. Like I said, I didn't even realize until I checked the fixture list that it's Leeds back-to-back, then it's Barca. Yeah, it's Leeds back-to-back, then it's Barca, then Leicester, then Barca, then a cup final. The players want to be involved in that, and everybody's going to get game time as well. Like, as a fan, I'm looking forward to this. Is it going to be tough on the players? Yes. Ideally, you want a little bit more time in between games. But, hey, in the words of Saeed, this is Manchester United Football Club. Like, you get used to it. You get used to being fighting on all fronts and being in 4 competitions. Like, so many times in the past few years, we've been at this point in the season, and the season's been dead. Like, in terms of winning anything.
Oh, yeah, last year, definitely. We were at the FA Cup.
Yeah,
to Middlesbrough. We just got knocked out to Atletico as well.
No, not to Atletico, nothing in the Carabao Cup. And then from February to the end of the season, you're just there watching and you're just like
jealous.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, because I was so jealous of Liverpool winning the Carabao Cup. And last year, that and now we're in this position. Like you say, you cherish every second of a cup run. Even if you say you lose it, like you say, blooming hell, you know. Losing Europa League was bad, the final a couple of years ago. So when you're so close and you're like, you just can't get over the line. And I will not underestimate Newcastle because it's a 50-50 game. It's absolute 50-50 all the way.
Yeah. But talk further on that because you said you won't underestimate them. So yeah, we'll go into that. Sorry to cut you off. The Carabao Cup final. How are you looking at it? How do you see Ten Hag approaching it? Yeah, and Newcastle as well. How do you see them approaching it? And do they concern you, worry you, etc.?
Like I say, I worried them for they've only lost 2 all season, haven't they? Liverpool and Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup, and they really messed that up, didn't it? Was it like 9 changes to the target Sheffield Wednesday?
Was it that many changes? I didn't know. I was just happy they went out, but I didn't watch the game because I was just happy they went out of the FA Cup.
Yeah. Well, it's like you take every cup competition seriously, and that, like I say, Eddie Howe's doing a great job, and this is just like Ten Hag. This is a new dawn for Newcastle, and who knows where they can go? Is that will they actually fall off? They've not had any injuries, they've not had any suspensions, they've got a clear run. It's like one game a week. But will they drop off? I don't know. I think they're definitely in the top four. They say the only problem I see is Tottenham. I see Tottenham have got a bit of grit now. I don't see Tottenham dropping off the radar. I think the top four, the top five will be the top five in what order it is now, because I don't see Liverpool, don't see Chelsea, unless they they win the Champions League. That's it. I don't see anybody. That top five will be that top five in what order, I don't know. So I don't underestimate Tottenham. I want to say congratulations to Harry Kane for the record yesterday as well.
Yes.
And it was a sweet weekend to be a Red. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Few more of them, mate. Few more of them, and I'll be happy come the end of the season.
Hey, serious. A City loss, Arsenal loss, Leeds United loss. Yeah, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chelsea dropped points. It was great. Absolutely great. Liverpool just losing and just being terrible. Yeah, with that, when I look at the top four as well, because, again, very similar to how I look at the Europa League in terms of competition. Arsenal and City will be there, yes. We're in the conversation. I look at Newcastle. Newcastle are a good side. They draw a lot, though. Their lack of goals is a concern for them. Because I believe they've drew, I think it's 50% of their matches. I think out of 20 matches, they've drew 10. They just don't get beat a lot. But they don't win a lot.
Last season as well.
This season I'm talking about in the league. Let me actually look at the table. I look at the table now. I swear they've won. I'm having a look.
We've only drawn 3.
No. So they've won. So they've played 21. Yeah, they've drew 10. They've lost once in the league. Drew 10, won 10. They draw a hell of a lot. They've drawn 4 out of their last 5.
I mean, can you play like that in a cup final? I
definitely
don't know.
not.
You can't play like that in a cup final.
Yeah, in a cup final, definitely not. You can't, and that's why I favor us going like with Rashford. We have the inform attacker in that game. Again, Newcastle defensively very good. Have players who can hurt you on the break. Bruno G will be back, but I believe we're a better side. We have a better manager, and we should go there and win that game. And I really believe that can be a catalyst for something special this season. But yeah, with the top 4 with Spurs, you never know with Conte. He is a ticking time bomb. But from this point on, we should finish in the top 4 because it don't seem Chelsea are going to get it together. Liverpool, because I was expecting Chelsea or Liverpool to get it together.
But it doesn't look like they're getting it. Don't you? You still expect them to click 1 win, 2 win, 3 win, 4 win. Yes. But I don't see him doing it now. I really don't.
Yeah,
I know Liverpool fans, some of my mates, and they said they would rather finish where they are.
Yes.
And start with a clean slate, new owners, new investment. And like you say, their season is reminiscent of ours last year. It
very
is.
Much so. Very.
Maybe look, they might just scrape Europa League conference. Could you imagine that for Liverpool?
Yeah, I want them in Conference League. Yeah. I want them in the Conference League, 100%.
I mean,
I think it's beautiful. Go on, carry on.
Unless West Ham win the Europa League conference, there's only going to be 1 participant in that next season.
Love it. Absolutely loved it. I'd love to see them in Conference League. It would be great. Again, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Let's bump up the likes. We are at 61 likes. Let's get up to 70 likes. And we're just looking for the 1 new subscriber, people, to hit the subscriber milestone.
Subscribe to his channel,
the live stream. Subscribe, man. And make sure you go subscribe to Andy's channel. I'm going to add it into the title in a second as well. Big up Manju's also bounced as well. Big up to Manj every single time. Yeah, doing the most tonight, people, 11:30 p.m. So make sure you lock in onto the YouTube for that as well. Jez says, if Conte doesn't set up so defensive anymore with our attacking players, we can probably finish above Newcastle for 4th. I don't see our United drop off anymore. That's why with Spurs, like I was saying, when it comes to top 4, Conte could wake up tomorrow and he'd be like, I want to leave Tottenham Hotspur. They're always 1 defeat away from complete meltdown, or he's 1 defeat away from complete meltdown. But again, results.
He could be one with victory from winning something. He could win the Champions League. You won't put it past him.
Conte in you. I think they have more chance of the FA Cup because Conte in Europe's not it. I've given more because they're still in the FA Cup and they're playing. I know they've got a lower league. They've got a lower league opposition. That's what I would say about that. But I look at Spurs. I don't fear them or anything like that. Flawless Sabitzer, Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno at the on Bruno on the right is good against Barca, where they just play possession, which means you have to get legs against them. This is why, Dennis, when someone asked me this question before, that's why I said I'd go with the City blueprint. How would you like to see yourself, Andy, against Barcelona in that away game? Because I said the City blueprint with but instead of Eriksen, it'd be Sabitzer, it'd be Fred, Casemiro in the midfield, Bruno from the right, Rashford left, and then probably Weghorst up top.
Yeah, I tend to agree on that. You don't want to get smashed. I mean, did Barcelona win last night against Sevilla?
Yeah, I believe they did win. Yes, I think
so they've got a formidable. Actually, that say they won that La Liga, and they haven't won it in 4 years. And they've put all this money, pulled all these levers, spanners, coat hangers, whatever, fucking oil leaks, fucking patch up job just to get where they are now. And Xavi's still in charge. And look, they want the league more than anything. You know they do. And get Champions League. So I would, like I say, I would play it. Erik ten Hag, he's done it against City. He learned from the City defeat. He learned from the Brentford defeat we did against Liverpool. We've beaten all the top half teams at Old Trafford. Like I say, with his experience from over the years, remember when Ajax did Juventus? And they run into the Champions League semi-final, so sort along them lines as well. Tactically, he can do it.
Oh yeah,
it's not beyond the realms of possibility. He can do it. He can get a result. Old Trafford, away goals count, don't they? So as well in this,
I know they've took that away now. So your away goals don't count in the Europa League. I don't think. Let me know in the chat, people. I don't believe. I know Champions League they've changed it, so I'm presuming
if we lose 2-1. And we win 1-0, it's straight to extra time.
It should be extra time. So basically, when I look at the Barcelona game, I say, just don't get beat. I fancy our chances at home to straight, then the first leg's null and void, and it's like beat them at home. Win the home game. That's all I'm looking at. If we go there, and I'll take 1-1, 0-0, 2-2 right now. Yeah, Jezza just said
it's just like a League Cup semi-final, isn't it? That's what it is. It's a League Cup semi-final. Exactly.
Yeah, I fancy it. Yeah, no away goals. I fancy our chances even more so. You know what I'm saying? And then because there's no away goals, the onus isn't on us to go there and score, even though I think we scored it. 100%. I think we scored. Just don't get beat. I think if we avoid defeat, we're through against the next round. I would think different if we were going to the new camp. That makes it tougher if we was going to the new camp away first. But because we've been drew away first, I look at it. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If we was at the new camp away in the second leg, I think it will make it much tougher. But the fact it's Old Trafford at home, how good we've been at home. We've been formidable. Is it 13 games in a row?
Yeah, Martinez misses the first. Martinez misses the first game, doesn't he?
He does miss the first game. But
so we have to get a job without him.
Yeah, I like Luke Shaw at centre-back. I'm not going to lie. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Luke Shaw is that left-sided centre-back. He did it against City. I'm with you. I can't believe I'm saying these things. I'm like, play Luke Shaw left-sided centre-back, Malacia left-back, and then you got Varane, whether it's Wan-Bissaka or Dalot. I fancy our chances. I really like how we set up stylistically. They play possession football, the high line. I go, yeah. Rashford running in behind on that big pitch at the new camp. I'm with it. Hey, and big up Lewis with the raid as well. Love to my guy, Carefree Lewis G. Big up the Senegalese, Maldini. Hey, big up everyone who's just locked in. Everyone who's landing from the raid, make sure you hit the like button on the video because we're closing out in the next 10, 15 minutes or so. So big up everyone who's just joined from the raid. Get us up to, we're at 67 likes. Get us up to 80 likes, people. And subscribe if you're new as well. I know everybody who's not come over from everybody who has come over from the raid has not hit the subscribe button. So hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribe to his channel because I'll be coming in now and again. I'll be hearing roundabout.
Legend.
There you go.
The legend that is Andy Tate will be see. He dropped in on the Q&A. He's dropped in on the ManDem United. There's over 100 of you lot in the building. Just keep your comments, questions, Manchester United related, and of course with Manchester City. If you lot have any questions, feel free. Feel free to ask, obviously, about Manchester City, because I know you lot will ask questions. What do you think's going to happen with that, though, Andy, with the Manchester City thing? What do you think happens?
I want something to be done. In my day, like, in the last 30, 40 years, I've only known points deductions for Arsenal and Man United for a mass brawl in 1991 season. Leeds have been docked points, like you say, 12-point deduction during when they were in the second division. It's happened to Luton Town. Yeah, if you remember, Rotherham United. So if you do it to them, done it to Blackpool as well. Blackpool, they had a 12-point deduction, this, that, the other. So why can't you do it to Man City?
True.
So if you've done it through the football pyramid, no Premier League team has ever done it. Maybe an example's got to be made of. Example's got to be made of, like you say, but they could get away with it. They could get away with it, like you say, money talks, mate. Greased up palm monkeys, brown envelopes. But if this is watertight, if the evidence is there, it's there. You can't, like you say, you've just done a bank job. 5 years down the line, you're on the Spanish Riviera, and there's a knock on your door. Excuse me, Mr. Tate. You do a bank job 5 years ago. Well, I did work there. Yeah. You worked there for 2 minutes, swiped the computer disks, and swiped all the systems, and left with $500,000. You better come with us, Mr. Tate. So don't tell me, like you say, the football world is corrupt. Full stop, mate. If there's evidence there, that it's like a puppy sitting next to a pile of poo. It's the puppy can't get away with it. How cute it is, it can't get away with it. They're in trouble.
Greased up palm. That's mad funny. Before you continue, God, welcome to the show. Believe making his debut on the channel. 3/4 of the Unfiltered podcast here, you know what I'm saying, doing his own great work on his channel, something different as well. I mentioned him before in the chat. If you're a fan of footballing kits, you should be subscribed to his channel, because they be rating crits throughout their live streams, many different live streams talking about it as well. Man, like Double A is in the building. Yes, Double A, what you saying, man? You good?
Nah, it's good, man. Good to be here. First time, like you said.
Yeah,
on
about time.
Yeah, man. Long time overdue. I'm scared to show what I've got under here today. Like yesterday, I was getting absolutely cooked for wearing a Barcelona top. It's Ajax. I'm not even bothered. It's Ajax.
That's cool, man. But that plugs into your, it's Ten Hag one, and that plugs into your brand that I was talking about there as well in terms of talking kits. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Many different kits. But how you doing? Oh, you blessing everything?
Wrong with that, mate. Like Bob Marley says, every little thing's gonna be all right, mate. Fucking free birds, man.
No, I'm joking. It's all funny. It's fun. Nah, I'm good, man. I'll just, like I say, I text you saying I'm on my way home. I'll be here as quick as I can, and then, bro, traffic in Manchester. Traffic in Manchester now is mad.
We're gonna pattern it and get you on properly, but you already know you're more than welcome. That's why when I see the message in the group, I was like, yeah, I'll send it over. But yeah, we'll go to you on it, Double A. We'll start there. We was talking about it. Casemiro, how big of a miss do you think he will be over these 3 matches? Bear in mind he's missing Leeds twice and the Leicester game.
Absolutely massive, because he's proven in a short time he's been at the club that he's a leader, is a linchpin to this side, he's everything. And, you know, I think a lot of United fans, or maybe even football fans in this country, are quite surprised how technically gifted he actually is and what he can offer going forward. You know, you didn't get to see that a lot at Real Madrid, but that's because of the players that he had in front of him, you know, Modric, Cruz, and then you talk about the attacking threats they had there. His input in an attacking sense wasn't needed. He was simply there to protect that back four, back five, if you include the keeper. That wasn't his job. We're here now, you know, a bit more expressive, and he's allowing to get forward. You see all these darting runs and stuff. And in the World Cup, he scored a great goal as well as a penalty. And that is Brazilian players are technically gifted if you discount Fred in that, obviously. But I love him, and I've been a big fan of him, as you know. I support Brazil internationally anyway, so I knew everything about him, and I was very excited when United bought him, and he's proven that, you know, regardless of the naysayers in this country that thought he was just, what is it, a steady Eddie and all that.
Steady Eddie.
He's not that good. He's not better than Rice and all this nonsense. He's the best midfielder in the league, and he's proven that. I agree. And he will be a big miss, but it's 3 games we can probably do without him, if that makes sense.
I know what you're saying.
It's 3, you know, 2 Leeds games. They might have a bounce now, obviously, with Jesse March going, which is perfect timing to play Manchester United, obviously. But it'll be a massive miss. But I'm just hoping we can get through it, get these 9 points on the board, and let's see where we are. You know, Andy was saying we get through, we get the 9 points, and we could be well within second, and hopefully, you know, you never know, pushing us. I'm not saying it's a title race, by the way. I was
about to ask that question. What's your thoughts on that? That's what I was going to say. Go on.
The same as everyone else. Game by game, see where we are. But we've got 3 favourable games now, 2 at home. We should be looking for the 9 points. Let's see where we are after that, and then take it game by game from there for sure.
Hey, big up Cams again, big up Lewis for the raid as well.
Sent a video to the WhatsApp group. Just watch it on the way home. I did a joke about City. Pretty funny.
I'm going to check it out 100%. I will definitely 110%. 110% knock it. What's it called? Watch it. You lot continue to get your questions in the chat as well. Let's bump up the likes. Let's go 100 likes. We've gone over 80. Let's go to 100 likes because there's over 100 of you lot in the building. And subscribe if you're new. I'm going to add both Andy and Double A's channels to the title in a second as well. I will do that. But switching lanes, obviously, for Manchester United. People have been asking about it, so Double A will get your thoughts on it. Manchester City, over 100 charges. You know what I'm saying? They've gotten. What do you think of it all? What do you think the punishment will be?
Man, it's from what I believe. It's obviously I kind of knew it was coming. My dad, I don't know my dad is not in football circles at all. Yeah, so I don't know how he knows. I think I put it in the group chat to you, man, before.
Yeah.
Every time we're at the game and City come up and we're talking, he always mentions, let me get his name. I think was it Richard Masters, I think it was. Let me just double check what my dad said.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no stress.
Yeah, Richard Masters. My dad spoke about this guy for a long, long time and said, listen, City will be getting smacked with something, and he's saying it's been 4 years in the making, and he's making sure that when he presents this case and City are charged, that it's watertight. And this is why it's taken 4 years. I think I work in, well, it's not really football, but I work for a football shirt company, and in the office, four lads, big football fans, all talking about it. We had TalkSport on, and I think they had a journalist on talking to Simon Jordan, and he said he was surprised it didn't come out in the summer. So that kind of leads me towards what my dad was saying about this Richard Masters wants to make sure it's absolutely watertight. It's unprecedented, as they kept saying. And, I can see we all make jokes about they're going to get stripped of all the titles, and would some be presented to United and all the teams that came second in certain things. I heard Andy say, no, I wouldn't want them. And I agree with that. Let them go. Let them go by the wayside, avoided. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But, it's to be a City fan, it can't be easy. Twitchy bum time, as Fergie once said that at the moment, because, they got the feds knocking down the door. There's no use hiding under the bed because they're going to find you. Because as we all know, City fans stink, so you'll be able to find you easy. So it's all good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
This guy, all right, jeez, this guy caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. So, what do you think it will be? Do you think they will get punished? Well, no. What do you think the punishment will be? I should say. Sorry.
Well, this is the funny thing, because I think they've even said that there is potential to be there's expulsion, so they could be kicked out of the league. Now, if that's the case, how far low did they go? If it's 10 years. Can't remember how many seasons it is all together, but did he keep punishing them throughout them years? And did he get kicked out of the football league altogether after that?
He did to Glasgow Rangers.
You talked about Juventus as well. I think did they not get? Was it Serie C they went down to, and then came?
Yeah, they went down.
Yeah. I mean,
title strips as well.
There's examples out there. I'm not. As a United fan, I can really say, get him in the National League, because we were talking about it in the office. These City fans love talking about, we were there in Gillingham. Yeah, we was there at not lower league and that. Hey, you're gonna be down there again, lads.
You want me in the National League? They played Kirsten Ashton before, you know it.
Hey, let's go, man. Let them play.
They're playing Oldham Athletic in the conference.
Hyde United. Yeah, let's have it. No, I mean, but there's no telling. I mean, 100 offences is crazy. So we don't even know. We could talk about examples of Chelsea and not Chelsea. Yeah, well, Chelsea, yeah, because they had a transfer ban, and Juventus and all these teams. But it could even extend beyond that. So where do you see it ending up? I don't know. There could be.
I mean, I said it's a flawless before. Leeds United points deduction, Luton Town points deduction, Blackpool points deduction. It's not beyond the realms of possibility to have a massive points deduction. Yeah. And basically, you're relegated already. Like, I was saying, imagine that for the Spotman to start next season. You got a 30-point deduction and you're still in the Premier League. Be thankful of what you fucking got.
So we were joking in the office. One of the lads is a Chelsea fan, and we were saying, Juventus recently got a 15-point deduction. If City were to get that now, they'd still be above Chelsea. On goal difference, I think, but it'd still be above Chelsea, which we was laughing at. But listen, I mean, the Premier League have obviously taken this very seriously. They saw what happened when UEFA came down on City, and obviously how City kind of manipulated that situation so he could get out of it with nothing more than a slapped wrist. But I seen a tweet. Apparently, in the season where there was no fans, City recorded record numbers of 527 million in revenue. It's like, how did you possibly do that when there was no fans? There's no match day revenue to bring that in. It's dodgy.
That is very dodgy.
It's dodgy. And if they really want to come down on them hard, kick them out of the league, is what I say. Kick them out of the league.
You say
no
kick
more
them out of the
Manchester
league.
derbies, man. No more derbies.
I don't want them kicked out of the league. Conference League. That's where I want them. Conference League, League 2, because then we can still meet them in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup.
Put them down in the Conference North.
I'm with the Conference North. Like if they play a Salford or if they play a Oldham Athletic.
Do you know what be sick? Kick them right down to League 2, and then they can play our under-23s in the Papa John's.
They can play Stockport Counter. They can Rochdale. Work your way up the leagues like you did 25 years ago.
Fully. I'm fully with that. Like I'm fully on board with that happening, because then we could still get them in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. We could still.
I don't think Big Steve will be up for it.
I'm sure he is. I swear he's City through and through. Like Double A said, a lot of City fans think I was there. Yeah, I was there against Tranmere, Gillingham, So, but that being said, I don't see it happening. I don't see that. I don't trust the FA to do the right thing. And actually, you know what I'm saying?
This is what I've said before. If we appeal at Casemiro, it'll fail because this is what they are. They're incompetent.
You got to remember, guys, it's not the FA, it's the Premier League. It's two different entities. It's not the FA. But the FA it's the Premier League that have charged them. So it's actually the league. That's why they could get kicked out of the league.
What's the difference in that? I always thought it was the
FA is the governing body of everything. So from the Football League to the Premier League to non-league to grassroots. Whereas the Premier League is just the body for the Premier League, like the EFL.
Oh, right.
The rest of the pyramid. So yeah, it's not actually the FA. The FA may get involved, and then you can look at the FA Cups and the League Cups that they've won. Obviously, UEFA don't need to be bothered because there's nothing in Europe they need to look at, as we know.
That's good. I like that. That's good. I like that. That's a good.
So, there's a comment there from President Jafar saying you're not taking this too lightly. We're really not. It's just funny, and I think we're just having a light-hearted approach. I think I know it's very, very serious, and they're looking at it's more than a smack on the bum. Let me tell you, it's gonna be naughty.
No, this is whip. This is whip. This is kinky, baby. Whack. They ain't getting out of this dungeon. Telling you. Whack.
No, and they can't take it to CAS either, which is something,
Can't appeal it.
They can't appeal it.
How come they can't appeal it? All right, this is good that you're on a Double A, because I didn't know all this information. Why can't they appeal it?
Yeah, you know what? That sounds like I'm really clued up. I've been in work all day, so I don't have time to read, but I've read.
Put it this way, you know more than me in it, so that's fine. All
I know from what I've seen today is that they can't appeal it and they can't take it to CAS, which is what they did last time. And there's no you can't court of arbitration.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just using the
abbreviation,
the shorthand, abbreviation. But I just know. They have to be very, very careful. And I know the owners are going to come out with that big battalion of lawyers that we've seen them pick them videos of before, but I don't think it's going to hold much weight now. I think.
Yeah, like I say, this was all part of the master plan, wasn't it? Tell you what, I'll read. You'll have to read Knight's classic on this one. Fucking telling you.
No
Go
Gallagher,
to
where are you now?
I need to find that clip
Pipes
to
now.
use it. It was all a part of the master plan, wasn't it? I need that. Yo, I need that. I gotta find
Or
that
to
clip.
quote Big Air, Biggie, big city, can't
Yeah.
you see? Sometimes you fuck your FFFP.
So yeah, to Jafar, you said you lot are taking this way too lightly. Here's the thing: like, I just don't trust whether it's the Premier League. I don't trust footballing people in general to do the right thing. Once
It's
there's
like
money involved,
it's like the government, they don't do the
like,
right thing.
you don't.
Exactly.
I'm not trusting. Even if City get found guilty of all these 100 charges, let's say they get found guilty of them all, I still don't think the punishment would be enough. I can see them maybe giving him a big fine. I can see a points deduction, but in terms of relegating him down the league, stripping him of titles, I don't see these things happening. I don't trust the people involved to do that. I could be wrong. So that's why we're here just making jokes, because it's funny. But hopefully it happens. Like, if they're guilty of all these things and people are saying it's over a 10-year period, this is basically a RICO case. Throw the book at them. They should get 25 to life in terms of a football club punishment. So yes, relegate them down the leagues. They should. If they are found 100 charges, even if you get found guilty of 25, like over a 10-year period, like throw the book at these men. But I don't
just need your robes, mate.
Do it.
You just need your robes and your wig, mate. Fucking a big hammer. Fucking send them down, man.
Like, that's it. That's legit what it is. Jez had a question here as well. Let me get to it actually. Did I start it? I better even start. Oh, yeah, it is. Double A and Andy, who would you take from City once they're gone? We'll start with you, Andy. Who would you take? Let's say like it's a fire sale and any player you wanted from there is available. Who are you taking?
I would take I'd take Haaland and I would take Grealish. Okay. Haaland and Grealish, maybe Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay.
Rodri as well, maybe.
Good backup to Casemiro.
Yeah. So maybe some of them. Hey, we all need competition. We all need competition. Not wrong with a healthy competition, mate. That's all.
So 110% facts. 100%. What are you saying, Double A? Who would you take from City?
I probably won't take Kevin De Bruyne. You know, I think he's on the way massively. I don't think saw the other night. But saying that, probably I take Gundogan. I think he's a exceptional midfielder. Someone midfielder we need. I really like his style of play. I shouldn't, but I do like Foden.
Okay.
And Mahrez, Mahrez on that right. We need and show Anthony a thing or two. Do you know what I mean? On how to get the ball into the box and use your other foot. Other than that, maybe a Kanji. Actually, a Kanji I'd probably take as a centre back. Get rid of Maguire. Mate, I was gonna say the director of football but they'll just be as dodgy as the rest of them.
Yeah.
I seen Harry Maguire today. I seen him. He clocked me, and I clocked him at the Memorial, mate. Eyeball to eyeball.
Yeah, that edge, you can see him from Salford.
Terminator, lock on, boink, doink. For half a second, we clocked each other.
Did he say out or what?
No, he was on the other side, but he clocked me. I clocked him.
I'd say, you want to take from City? Definitely Haaland, 110%. Haaland, without doubt. You know what I'm saying? Haaland.
I'd take
Rico Lewis. That's what I was going to say. Rico Lewis, yeah. Definitely take Rico Lewis, 100% as a right back. Rodri is good, would be good backup to Casemiro. So, yeah, Rodri's a shout. Mahrez out there on that right wing, definitely. Yeah, that's probably it.
Backup goalkeeper, maybe?
Hey, Edison, backup goalkeeper to the hair. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? I'm trying to think. I probably have to look through their squad properly, but that's who it is off the top of my head. But you lot, we're going to have to close out because I am going on to Battle of the North on Matisse's channel. We're 8 short of 100 likes. Big up to Cams. I see you in the chat as well. Hopefully they void it, though. I don't want Manchester United to get no second-hand titles. I'm not with that. No second-hand titles, any second.
Yeah, we ain't second-hand cups. They'll gladly take the second-hand titles.
Yeah, I'm not with that. But you lot are at 92 likes. Let's bump that up to 100. I know you lot will do that. Make sure you subscribe if you're new as well, because I know there's over 100 of you lot in here. Yo, let's make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're back at 11:30 p.m. for the Premier League show. Doing the most, I'll be 11:30 p.m. Like I said, I'm on Battle of the North. Make sure you subscribe to both Andy's channels and Double A's channels. They're both in the title. So you click the links in the title. You can open up new tabs as I'm talking right now, and you subscribe to Andy's channel, subscribe to Double A's channel, Talking Kit, as well. Double A will go to you first before we close out. Anything you want to add, let them know where they can find you, etc.
Yeah. No, thank you for letting me jump on quickly. For us had to come and make an appearance. But yeah, next time from the jump, I want to come and do a show with you, man.
We're gonna do it proper. Yes, we will.
100%. And as I said to you last night, mate, I fucking love you, man. It's a pleasure.
I love you, mate.
It's always a pleasure.
And you're little at the end. You're little at the end. So cute, man.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you need a lift in life and that. Seeing a little in his face, brilliant, mate. Gorgeous little thing.
She's funny, mate. But no, I am Mr. Talking Kit. Me and a few others like to talk kits. I'm a kit collector, so I thought, why not do a whole YouTube channel about it? You can search us in YouTube, just Talking Kit. You'll find us. We have two main shows at the moment. Full Kit Rankers. That's with an R, not a W. We sit down, like Flores was saying, 10 shirts. And we just get people from the community and other different people who had Vuj on the channel before. Just ranking kits. I think Wednesday's show, we're looking at 10 Premier League managers in their playing days. So we're looking back at the shirts they wore in their playing career. We have another one, Desert Island Kits as well, which we sit someone down and just rank 5. Or they tell us 5 shirts from their collection that they would like on to take to a desert island with them. It's dead easy, nice fun, light-hearted. So yeah, I don't know how many are in the stream, but if 10 of you can go over and subscribe, I'd be very, very happy. And
hey, 10 of you lot, there's over 80 of you lot locked in. Click the link in the title. You don't even have to go search for the channel. Click the link in the title, Talking Kit, and make sure. And it's something different as well that Double A is doing. That's what I like about it. Something very different. And I know a lot of you lot are Kit fans as well. So yeah.
So come over and be a Kit head. That's what we like to call the community. We're all Kit heads over there. So yeah, big up to Flawless and the Sarcasm City community. It's nice to be on here, man.
Yeah, man, definitely gonna make it happen as well from the jump. And of course, the legend Andy Tate. Great to have you on as always. Anything you want to add?
Yeah. I would say subscribe to Flawless channel and Double A's channels. You are a good, fantastic community. Subscribe to the Stretford Paddock, the Man United Agenda, and Saeed's channel as well. This is just for the love of football. We don't do this for clicks. This is purely for football love. And keep the channels going.
Absolutely. Make sure you lot do that, man. And like I said, make sure you lot continue to support the way you have. Both channels are in the title. Let me repeat that. Both channels, Andy and Double A's Talking Kit channel, are in the titles as well. We're back here at 11:30 p.m. Make sure you check out the upcoming live stream schedule on the channel here. Let you know all the shows that are coming up on the YouTube. Same with the Twitch as well. Get over to Sarcasm City TV. I'm probably going to try and run a fan calling show for you lot on the Twitch as well. But big up to Jez, who said he's going over to subscribe, as is Cams as well. So good to see the regulars doing that. But love to everyone that's locked in. The ManDem United podcast is back tomorrow, people. We're back 4:30 p.m. talking all things Manchester United. But head over to Battle of the North right now because Matisse is going to go live in literally 2 minutes. So I'm leaving here and heading straight over there. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.